What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Elaru, and today I'm back with a new video I want to check out with you guys. This is called Pro-Abortion Student Owns Herself During Michael Knowles Debate. All these pro-femmes, pro-abortion, pro-life, pro-this, they usually have crazy arguments. I'm really looking forward to what this is going to be about. You know, we do you guys to talk less and we react more. Let's check this out.
First, I want to start off by saying I disagree with everything you say. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and leave trans people alone. Here's my question. Why do you
What did I say about the
weaponize...
Asians? I don't think I said anything about Asians.
Listen to my question. Why do you weaponize religion to justify your subjective opinions?
How do you think I've done that?
You say that God says, oh, there's men, there's a woman, and just leave that as that. Like, you don't represent religion because we don't live in a country where you can be pure based on your religion. Like, you sin, everyone sins, if we can understand that. So trying to weaponize that against people and try to limit their rights because of what you think God said, God didn't speak to you. You don't know.
God does speak to me, and He speaks to all of us, and we can read His word in the Bible, and we can go to church. No, that is true. So what you're objecting to is that I've quoted the Bible, and I've said right there in the early chapters of Genesis, in the beginning God made man, both male and female created He them. And you're saying, Michael, why would you weaponize religion that way? But what have I done? All I've done is just quoted the Bible, and I'd be happy to have a conversation about 2,000 years of church history on this subject, and I'm happy to have a conversation about even pre-biblical or extra-biblical sources on it, on the hylomorphic nature of the human being. I'm happy to do that. That's not a weapon against any people. That's a weapon against falsehood. And so the only way in which I would turn religion into a weapon is against the devil, and that's what we all have to do, because religion is a habit of virtue that renders to God what He deserves. That's the meaning of the word religion. And so I'm just reading the text, and I'm practicing the faith, and I'm telling you what the faith has said for 2,000 years. And you might reject it, but I think that it's true. I think religion is true. And you might think that it's false, and you might have a different set of beliefs. But one of us is, at the very most, one of us is going to be right. And so at the very least, one of us is going to be wrong. And I just happen to be correct about this.
You know, I can respect the confidence, but it's just purely delusion. Okay, I
don't think Christianity is delusional.
I respect religions. I respect people's rights. But trying to limit someone's rights by saying, well, I believe that God said this, so I'm going to block you from doing this, like abortion. People get raped, people get incest, and it's crazy traumatic situations. And it's very hard for a human to ask a human, oh, keep that baby because God said to. That is impossible.
Do you think it's hard to ask someone, hey, don't murder an innocent person, even if you want to, even if that would be convenient? Because that's what we're saying about
because our fundamental beliefs are different. I don't think it's murder. I think it's that thing in the baby, not the baby, but the uterus.
You just said it. I think you just admitted that I'm right. That's called a Freudian slip. And I think you just proved the point.
Chill out. But the thing in the uterus is not a baby. That's what I was trying to say. It's just a clump of cells. It's a tumor. Okay.
It's a tumor.
I'm trying to be like, it's a baby. We just have fundamentally different belief systems, and I don't believe that. No, I don't think it's murder. It's not murder.
Right, but the baby unlike a tumor, say, the baby in the womb, it has the DNA of an individual human being that's different from the DNA of the mother, and the baby in the womb has all the characteristics of human life, and the baby in the womb grows at a very early stage, grows to take on the form of an individual human being, and the baby in the womb, left unmurdered, will grow into a full adult-sized human being, just like you are. So that would seem to be a difference between the baby in the womb and the cancerous tumor. So you're saying, well, I just don't believe that, but you obviously do believe that because you just admitted it, because you called the baby a baby. You don't want to acknowledge that reality because it's inconvenient. And I'm not denying that there are inconveniences in the world, and there's suffering, and there are all sorts of difficult decisions that people have to make.
True.
But that doesn't mean that there isn't a right and a wrong answer. And it doesn't even mean that you don't know what it is, because you've admitted that you know what it is.
It's a baby. No matter what anyone says, the zygote is a living cell. It's a baby. And for you to snuff life out of it, it's wrong. I mean, circumstances can make you want to do that, but that doesn't make it right. That's just the truth. Because if abortion was something that's right, or something that should even be practiced, a lot of us won't be here today to even be having this conversation. So if you, as a mother, you choose to throw away the child, you choose to flush it out, then the next generation, if every mother decides to do that, then the next generation is not certain. Even this young lady knows that that's a baby. This is something they literally teach us in biology. I mean, how can anybody even come out and say that zygote isn't a baby? If that's going to be the crux of the argument, then that's wrong, because the zygote is a living baby. It's growing. What are the attributes of a living thing? It's summarized as Mr. Ninja D, right? Movement, respiration, nutrition, irritability, growth, excretion, reproduction. Of recent, they added competition, adaptability, and death. Now, in all this, what does the thing in the uterus, according to our exhibit? Nutrition. Because when the mother eats, the baby taps out of it. The baby benefits from it. So it's that nutrient that's helping it to grow. Sometimes the baby moves in the uterus. It can change the position of the head or the leg, but it turns in that fluid in which it stays in the uterus. So yes, it exhibits movement. Respiration, at some point, it starts to grow in the nasal cavity. So yes, it exhibits that. What again? Irritability. Even for pregnant women, when you eat stuff or you do stuff that doesn't quite go down well with that baby, it reacts. That's why even abortion drugs tend to work on it. Because the child's entire system is irritated to that. That's why it even works. What's the next? Growth. Definitely. You can't tell me that the 9 months duration of a child in a female's uterus, growth doesn't occur. If growth doesn't occur, then how does the child even get born? See, I could go on and on elaborating those characteristics of a living thing that makes it so clear that abortion is murder. But then everyone knows the truth. They just refuse to believe it. And I'm not going to judge, because yes, there are some circumstances that you just can't live with yourself and you feel like, okay, yeah, this is the only way out. But that still doesn't make it right. That's just the fact. You either take it or you leave it be. So, based on this, if your standards on morality actually accept it, fine, it's your choice. Like he said, at the end, we're all going to get an answer, and one person is going to be right and one person is going to be wrong. So with that, I hope you guys learned a lot on this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section and leave a thumbs up at the end of this video. Thank you all for watching, and God bless.